The festival is 79 years old. This is our 79th annual celebration, and it always occurs on Labor Day weekend. And we have a variety of things. First of all, I'd like to say it's a free festival, so everyone can come out and enjoy the music in the park. Lawrence Park is about 2 blocks away from us, and it's just gorgeous under the oak trees with music in the park. And we have lots and lots of food and arts and crafts vendors. You can see over this way we have the carnival. Mitchell Brothers Carnivals does an excellent job for us every year. So we just have a little bit of everything. We have Mass in the park. We have a Blessing of the Fleet. That's where we go and bless the boats, and we have a boat parade. We have a street parade. We have Children's Day activities. We have a car show. I just can go on and on and on. It celebrates the shrimping industry and the people that work in the oil industry. So those are the two things that we have, major things that we have in this area. So we're celebrating both of them, shrimp and petroleum.
Tell us what's going on here today.
Right now at this very moment, I'm lining up the boats to do a toast in the river. We're going to have the tugboats meet stern to stern, and they're going to actually, the king and queen's going to stand on one of the pillars on the top of the boat or in the front. They're actually going to touch. And of course, this is against the law, so the Coast Guard turns their head while they're doing, but the Coast Guard's on our side. And then once they toast, the horns will go off, they back up, and the toast and blessing has already been completed. And then they'll parade around the river.
So how did the blessing of the boat start?
Started off with the shrimp festivals back in the early days, 79 years ago, when the shrimpers would come in and the priest would be on a barge out in the middle of this river, and he would bless the boat so they would be blessed to make sure that they would be protected out in the Gulf and bring shrimp in. So this was that's how the annual thing started. And of course, when the oil field came into the picture in the 60s, then of course when we added the oil into the place too at the same time.
How long have you been involved with the Shrimp and Petroleum Festival?
I've been on the board 47 years. I'm a past king, 1988, and I had my glory that one day on the same type of as what you see pulling up right now in the back of us here. And in a few seconds, you're going to see something that never happens.
The board likes to have a Coast Guard liaison, and what we do is we make sure for the blessing of the fleet, the boat parades, and the other parades that we have throughout the event, we like to make sure that we have Coast Guard, involvement, and we're looking out for those folks on the water as well.
So what is your favorite part of the Shrimp and Petroleum Festival?
I would say my favorite part is the fireworks on Sunday evening, followed by Mojo playing in the park. It's always a good time.
And so I guess you will be returning?
Absolutely. Next year is the 80th Shrimp and Petroleum Festival, and I will most definitely be here.
All the boats that want to participate enter into the fleet blessing, and as the boats are going around in a circle, the priest, a local here priest, blesses the boats to make sure that they go out and operate safely and protect their crews.
Contest?
There's a slight contest. A lot of boats enter, especially our boats. A lot of our boats like to get into the parade, and it is somewhat of a contest to show off their boats because they work hard maintaining them. But it's also a blessing too. I think at the end of the day, it's our way to ask for the blessings that we need to operate safely.
How did you get involved with the Shrimp and Petroleum Festival?
I believe the way the process works, there's a past board, the past kings of the Shrimp Petroleum Festival. They have a king's club, a king's group, and they get together, and a nomination is made, or a person is brought before the king's club, and I believe there's a vote, and I believe I was voted this year to be I was chosen to be this year's king.
And what's been your favorite part of your reign?
Well, the coronation ball was really a lot of fun. I was able to invite my friends, my family, my co-workers, and we got together and celebrated, and we had a dance, we had music, we had food, we had drink. So that was really a good time for me. Of course, the boat parade today is fun, and then the parade this afternoon is something else I'm looking forward to.
How did you get involved with the Shrimp and Petroleum Festival?
Well, I was a page in 2002, but my grandma Ann Roy was the 23rd queen, and my aunt Joellen Fuhrer was the 56th queen. So in 6th grade, I did a research project on it. I fell in love with everything, and I told my mom, I said, one day I'm going to have a crown to myself, and I mean, here it is.
So what was your best part of your reign and why?
Well, there's been so many awesome things that have happened, but I think the best part was after my king and I toasted and all the horns started going and we were just above everyone. It was so surreal. It was amazing.
So tell us how the boat race started.
Well, in this wonderful community long ago, fishermen, when I was a kid, I used to watch fishermen in their skiffs, and they used the word pulling, but you actually stand up in the boat and you actually push the oars. And when I was a kid and it was fog between these two bodies of water, there would be trout lines from either shore, and I would see these wonderful fishermen out here fishing for a living, pushing their boats or term pulling. And historically, you heard Mr. Felteman talk about the fact that there was a history of that type of boat race here in Morgan City. We've been trying for over 10 years to try to get that done. We did have the appropriate skiff-type boats at one time, and they've gone by the wayside. That may be re-energized. So the goal is to add a little excitement to the Shrimp and Petroleum Festival and have teams, anyone can sponsor the boat and anyone can row the boat. You can get Morgan City High, Central Catholic High, anybody can come out here and row the boats. But the goal is to bring the family and the friends of the people that are rowing the boats, and to give our community something else to be excited about and for tourists to come in and watch.
So you think this is going to be a plus for the festival in the future?
I hope so. This is really a hometown festival. I live in an adjoining community. We also have a festival, but this is a grand festival. This is a highly awarded festival. It's got a lot of wonderful supports and a lot of people are involved in putting on. It's a tremendous amount of work, and I thank the board for allowing this to happen this year. We're going to struggle real hard now to see if we can get some other people interested in racing, and it gives us a year to build several more boats, and there'll be a little more excitement, and be the moms and dads and the grandchildren up on the bridges rooting them on and throwing rotten potatoes at them.
Well, today we have probably our largest day ever, of the whole 4 days. We start off with the Mass in the park, which got rained out, so we had it at church. Then we go from there. We have a procession from here to the front street, where we have the actual blessing of the fleet. And the fleet used to involve just shrimp boats. Now it involves shrimp boats and oil field work boats and pleasure craft, and it's just a big water parade. And then from there, we come and the fair opens. We have vendors here. We have bands started in the park. And then this afternoon, we have the street parade, which is attended by thousands of people. And then tonight, we finish off with a fireworks display.
Give us a little history on how the Shrimp Festival began and when.
Well, about 79 years ago, a group of people wanted to pay homage to the industry that was here, which was a seafood industry, actually. And the seafood industry was involved, with shrimping and oysters and all the other seafood that you have, being here with the river and the Gulf and stuff like that. So that's how it actually started. And as it progressed, people started expanding. We used to have hundreds of shrimp boats here. It used to be the shrimp capital of the world. And then the oil industry came in, and somebody said, oh well, it would be good to pay homage to them too, because it's an industry that's very important to our local economy. So it became the shrimp and petroleum industry. And then now we get people want to know, well, how does shrimp and how does petroleum come together? And really the platforms that are put out for the oil industry actually becomes a haven for the seafood. And the people really fish a lot down the platforms and stuff like that. They get a lot of fishing done, a lot of shrimping done. So it all kind of comes together.
And how did you get involved with the shrimp and petroleum industry?
Well, as I said, I've been a lifelong resident here. I worked for Bollinger Shipyard here in town for many years, 23 years, and always been involved with the shipping industry and the shipyard industry and the Chaffly River and everything. So all of that goes hand in hand, the oil field, the shrimping industry and all that in the water. So I've been involved in it a long, long time.
And how does the festival affect the public in Morgan City?
Festival is great for Morgan City. It brings in all sorts of people, you know, young, old, you know, from all over the country. We visited with some people from France today, and they just come from all over. They spend money, they eat in our restaurant, they buy gasoline, they stay in our hotels, they support our vendors and our booths, and all of this is local people. They're all in here under the park. They're doing things to be able to raise money for their events and all that, and everything under the park belongs to the fair people. But it's a great opportunity for people to come in, meet people, get along with people, and just spend money in our economy. It's wonderful.
The arts and crafts, the music, that's our favorite thing.
The favorite part of the festival is the arts and crafts, music. I mean, we come out here every year, especially for it. I mean, this is the biggest thing that happens around here every year. And I mean, this is why we come out here to support this every year.
So far, what's your favorite part?
I guess just the atmosphere. Since we've only been here for about 2 weeks, we haven't really gotten to get out and meet anybody, so it's nice to be able to talk to random people.
Yeah, and the people seem really friendly, and they're just nice to be around and stuff, and I like the culture and everything. Yep.
You think you'll be back next year?
If I'm still here.
Yeah, I hope so.
And so what brought you to Morgan City?
Oh, I come every year to the Shrimp and Petroleum Festival. I have a blast.
What exactly do you like to do here?
Oh, I go walk around, look at the displays, all the antique, just the food. Even the food is awesome. The food is good. Everybody's got good food everywhere. You can walk up and down and see all kind of stuff that people make and build. It's really amazing.
Have you been dancing any today?
Oh, not yet, but we'll probably get on up there later on. Find that sweet little gal to get up there with.
All right. You think you'll be coming back next year, too?
Oh, yeah, I come every year. I'll be back. It's just the atmosphere and the good times that you have. You know, you get to see a lot of stuff, eat a lot of different foods and stuff, and see a lot of vendors that got all kind of different things.
What kind of things?
It's just a good time. You get wood carving displays, plates, and all, you name it, they got it here.
What brings you to Morgan City?
Well, this is where I was born and raised most of my life, and I come home every year for the festival because we really enjoy it, and we go to the boat parade, and we try to do everything we can. We try to get some fishing in and bring some shrimp home.
So, how far is it to Morgan City?
From driveway to here is 276 miles, but it's worth it every year.
What is your favorite part of the festival?
The Zydeco Band.
The hurricanes.
So, have y'all been dancing, eating? Tell me what all you've done.
Well, we've done the boat parade. We've gone to the carnival. Love the arts and crafts and the hurricanes.
And what's your favorite?
The Zydeco Band and listen to the music.
Will you be coming back next year?
Oh, yes. And the only reason we ever get chased off is a hurricane. We were here yesterday walking under the bridge in the rain. I'm glad we have some pretty weather today.
How does this affect the public and Morgan City?
Well, it's a good economic boost to the community. We've been doing it, like I said, for 79 years now, and it's just grown bigger and bigger. On good day, yesterday we had a pretty bad day because of the weather conditions, but you know, it's that time of year. South Louisiana, you're going to get those. But normally people come out and they come from all over. You know, we have people here this year from France, we have people from Ireland, we have people from Japan. So it just depends on the day. And you know, everybody comes to have a good time, basically what that's all about.
We have many members that join the festival, and of course they are very important to us. Also the citizens of Morgan City, and Berwick and Patterson, and the government. But along with that, we have some major sponsors, and I'd like to recognize those at this time. Central Boat Rentals, Allen's Cable TV, the St. Mary Parish Government, Bollinger, People Haulers, Tidewater, New Industries, the City of Morgan City, the Town of Berwick, Tesh Regional Medical Center, G&J Land and Marine, Cajun Coast Visitor Center, Louisiana Lottery, the Daily Review, Dornell Sykes, Gornos and Fredericks, Murphy Oil, Robbins and Morton, and Elite Graphics. Those are our major sponsors, but we can't do it without everyone.